April 1st is come and gone, and the price of gas has gone up. Just watch here over the next few days, the next few weeks, and the next few months, the price of food and everything is going to start going up even more. Welcome back to Moose on the Loose. My name's David. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at what happened today. There's a bunch of protests everywhere, but there's also some funny stuff going on. First off, we got Daisy Media here out in Ottawa with some music that we need to not play. Bunch of people protesting here on the bridge. I think the music's good. Oh, music's still there. Save Canada. Yeah, definitely save Canada. Just inflation. Get out of our nation. Yeah, that music is still going.
We have arrived in Cpac in style.
Yeah, that's going to be some copyright music. Yeah, axe the tax. People are rolling in. Got another clip here. This is a hyperlapse. So no music on this one. A lot of people lined up. That's a lot of people out there.
Plan for today is just to get organized and meet and greet people, and we're waiting on a phone call here to see if the sign place is open for traffic control. And,
so I just spoke to you and you said you've got no exit plan. So you guys are planning to maybe camp out on the highway for a couple days?
We're going to be camping out, yeah. There's no departure date, let's put it that way. Plan for...
No departure date. These guys are committed. I like it. These are real Canadians here. The next clip here is a woman who absolutely just destroys the CBC, which is right here. This is quite something. CBC getting... They packed up and left. I should note too, before you watch this, the CBC later posted an article about how the protesters were blocking traffic. It's just more typical Trudeau nonsense, paid off media, so it wasn't true. They've left one lane open basically everywhere. That was the kind of the code of conduct that everyone set forth. Don't block traffic completely, always leave one lane. And the CBC lied in their report about that.
How do you work for them? Seriously, how do you work for them? It's like WEF all the way. Do you know who they are? Do you know? Do you know what Trudeau's doing? He's killing everybody, man, with the facts and everything. Like, you support that. How can you sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? You're reporting this. They're funding you to report whatever he wants to say. And how can you do that? How can you do that to Canadians? You're trading. You're traitors like hell. How can you do that? Shame on you.
Amen, sister.
Yeah, she just gave it right to them. This one was nodding when it basically said you're paid off shill, and she's like, yeah. Straight facts there. People are angry. Our country's getting destroyed by this narcissist. Got another clip here from Ottawa with the pro-carbon tax protester counter-protests the attendees of Parliament Hill's Axe the Tax demonstrations.
No, it doesn't. The price of gas goes up. The price of heating goes up. The price of groceries goes up. They don't give you back more than they take from
Why
you.
are the price of groceries gone up?
There's not a single tax
Listen,
that
buddy,
they give you.
you're not going to convince me. I've already had this conversation many times. In fact, I got beat up for having this conversation, so I don't feel safe talking about it with you.
I didn't beat you up.
I don't feel safe
I'm being nice. That's an honest question.
You guys saw what happened last time I had this conversation, right? It really upset them.
When you try to have an adult conversation, they're children that haven't grown up. Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, but she gets rebates.
I don't know this loser. I know that 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 loser.
Welcome to the club.
Eventually, stupid bitch. Oh yeah, I did I? It's all.
Where's the other pro-Hamas?
You see this? You see this? You see this, honey? You see this? Yeah, this will catch me putting my hand up to your face. You'll see payoffs to these rebates and this carbon tax that none of these people can understand because they don't do this for a living. All they hear are the stupid taglines that Pierre Poilievre wants to put out because what he's doing is he's allowing people like Galen Weston and the other big corporations to increase their prices so that, and then they blame the small amount, they blame the small amount of the increase.
Yeah, this woman's uneducated. She obviously doesn't understand how it compounds. She refuses to allow anyone to educate her. She's stubborn and stuck in her ways.
Out of the large amount of the increase from these corporate people who are putting out the propaganda that all these people are...
It scares me that there's people that stupid in our country, but there's got to be someone. Jeez. So we got some protesters here in New Brunswick and the Nova Scotia border. And what I've heard is that apparently the police were diverting people away from this so the protests wouldn't get bigger. So they're actively trying to shut it down. And I've heard this from multiple other people that have private messaged me that there's these mandates to divert people and put up roadblocks so the protests can't grow in size. Obviously sent down by you-know-who. Seen some support there on the streets. We've got this here. So Justin Trudeau, as a teacher, I know kids learn better on a full stomach. Oh, dude, don't even talk about being a teacher, man. You already know what I can't show you the comments. They're so... We know his track record as a teacher. Anyways, Justin Trudeau announced a $1 billion school food program today. He's trying to, mask what's going on here. This is interesting reply here. Meanwhile, Trudeau as a teacher, details of document 7 notice requiring the trial by jury. This goes back 21st November 2002. Trudeau, Justin Pierre, and hearing date May 10th, 2004. The Vancouver Law Courts, which is downtown. Hearing reason for trial by jury. Hearing result struck off list. You can see it goes all the way back. Right of summons, June 15th, 1999. Statement of claim, notice of discontinuance. Appearance, statement of defense. Going all the way up to 2002, notice requiring trial by jury. What is this all about, Justin? And speaking of the schmuck himself, there's no words for how bad this man is.
We need the entire country to reach a similar level of stringency, of ambition in fighting against climate change, both because we need everyone to do their part, but also because it has to be fair right across the country. Wouldn't be fair for one region to have to pay more than a different region, which is...
Like, BC doesn't get carbon tax rebates. Like, you just... Why would you even say that? It's already not fair, let alone your heating oil. Like...
Why we brought in a federal backstop. A number of provinces said, no, we're going to do our own system or keep up with our own system. British Columbia, Quebec, even the Northwest Territories have their own approach to pricing pollution, which is just fine.
Just so everyone knows, that nonsense he just said there, provinces are only allowed to put in their own system if they're collecting as much carbon tax or more. They can't collect anything less than what he has set out with the national carbon tax. So they don't really get to price their own pollution unless it's more.
Every other province has the opportunity, if they want, to create a system that is equivalent to what BC, what Quebec, and what the federal backstop is. Every province has had many opportunities to do that, and we're always open to work with them on a way that will put a price on pollution, will support families, but mostly will reach the same level of ambition of everywhere else across the country. So all those premiers that are busy complaining about the price on pollution, but not putting forward a concrete alternative that they think would be better for their communities, are just playing politics.
It's not politics, man.
Every province has the opportunity to put forward its own plan, as long as they are fighting climate change to the same level that we're asking all other Canadians to do. That's what a federal backstop is. But we're not seeing detailed plans from the premiers on this. They'd much rather try to complain about it and make political hay out of this.
Dude, this is not politics. People are starving, you monster. Absolute monster.
But Canadians know we need to fight climate change, and we need to be supporting people with more money in their pockets. That's what the federal backstop does. That's what the Canada Carbon Rebate that's landing in people's bank accounts as of April 15th is going to help them with. And that's a Canada Carbon Rebate, money in people's pockets, that conservative politicians want to take away.
We need to throw your butt in jail for your sins against our country. That is about as much Justin Trudeau we can all take here. Next here, we got a clip here with Pierre Poilievre being asked a question by the one and only CBC News.
CBC News. You spoke quite a bit about food insecurity, and I was wondering if you would support a national food school program or school food program, and why or why not.
Well, you know, after 8 years of Trudeau, 1 in 4 school children is going without enough food. That's a major failure for Justin Trudeau. This is after 8 years of promising that he'd help the middle class. Well, now, by his own admission, 1 in 4 kids don't get enough food. I find it ironic that he's promising a federal food bureaucracy in Ottawa the same day as he raises taxes on food. His carbon tax on the farmer who grows the food and the trucker who ships the food is a tax on the single mom who can't afford to buy the food. I'm reminded that he brought in an affordable housing program. And what did that do? It doubled the cost of housing. So my common sense plan is to axe the carbon tax to lower the cost of food for everyone so that we can reverse the malnutrition that Justin Trudeau's 8 years have caused.
Well said. We don't need the food program if people can afford to buy food. It's stupid. Like, just take away all these taxes and let us live. Look at these comments here. That reporter is wondering on behalf of Trudeau's government if Poilievre would support a national school food program. This is happening in all Western countries, including mine. The pattern is the same everywhere. This has to be an investigation and accountability. Yeah. I mean, things are getting really bad in Australia now. I'm starting to see clips down there of things going on. Liberals waiting for CBC to tell them what to be upset about next. Finally, I've got a clip here of Pierre Poilievre at a rally here. I think this one's actually pretty close to where I'm at.
If there is suspicion that you might say something unacceptable in the future. That is how the problem is Justin Trudeau read Orwell's 1984 and he thought it was an instruction manual. I don't want to live in a communist country either, and you're not going to, because common sense conservatives are going to bring home your freedom. Section 2B, freedom of expression rights on campus. If you don't like Jordan Peterson, try debating him, but you can't ban him. He'll beat you in the debate. We will stand up for the rights of parents to raise their kids with their own values. Ministers and members from any involvement in the World Economic Forum.
There's one way to get the people on your side is mention banning people from the World Economic Forum. Yeah. Why do we have money like what? There's hundreds of millions of our dollars went over to that stupid organization. Klaus Schwab just bathing in it like Scrooge McDuck. It's like, why? Why are we not using this to fix our problems? It's obviously just rampant corruption as usual. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys saw today for a protest in your area. In my small town, there wasn't much, but the population's very low here, so there definitely was at the borders of between provinces. It seems that's where most of the people were. Also, it seems very clear that the police were put on orders to divert people to not let people gather because they don't want Freedom Convoy 2.0, you know, starting up. Thanks for watching the end of the video here. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Hit the thumbs up. Appreciate all the members coming in. We've got like 40 now. It's amazing. As well as everyone who donates, all the viewers, everyone who watches. I greatly appreciate all you, and so does Boo. Many of the newer viewers wanted me to formally introduce Boo. This is Boo. Boo. No claws. Say hi. Say hi. That's Boo. She runs the show around here. What kind of leader do you think Trudeau is? Mao. If you're not subscribing for me, then subscribe for Boo, and I'll see you guys on the next one.